Hi everyone, my name is Angie Carcamo, and today I want to share a story about how my best friend and I used communication to help rebuild our friendship. I'll also connect it to Knapp's model of relationship development, specifically the stage called intensifying. So my best friend and I met back in 7th grade around 2017, and we've been close for about 9 years, on and off. We've had the kind of relationship where we were always there for each other, but like any relationship, it wasn't perfect. We get on each other's nerves and we disagree sometimes, but usually we'd work through it. Then about 2 years ago, we had a really bad argument. It wasn't just a small fight. It was bad enough that we completely stopped talking. And for 6 months, we did not communicate at all. I felt the absence of that presence so strongly. At first, I tried reaching out, but she wasn't ready for that. So I decided to just leave it alone. Then one day she reached out to me and admitted that we had left our friendship on the wrong foot. And she was right. That message was the beginning of us finding our way back. Now this is where Knapp's model comes in. In his model of relationship development, there's a stage called intensifying. This is when two people start opening up more, sharing deeper parts of themselves, creating inside jokes, and shifting from saying I to we. It's when things start to feel more personal and connected. Usually this stage is explained as part of a straight line, but scholars like Knapp also point out that relationships don't always move forward neatly. Sometimes they circle back, and that's why I use the idea of re-intensifying to describe what happens in my friendship. When my best friend and I reconnected, we had to go through that stage all over again. One of the first things we did was share how we really felt about the fallout and how much we missed each other. That's self-disclosure, something Miller talks about as key part of the intensifying communication. We also quickly slipped back into our old rhythm of joking around, but this time we made sure to set boundaries so we wouldn't repeat the same mistakes and say something that the other person finds offensive. And I noticed that we started using we again, and like we should hang out and we're going to do this. It was a clear sign that our friendship was back in the intensifying stage. What I realized through this experience was that reconnecting wasn't automatic. It wasn't just like, hey, let's be best friends again, like it's gonna be all lovely and dandy. It took real communication, honesty, and effort, but in the end, it actually made our friendship stronger than before. The argument, even though it did hurt, it forced us to be more intentional about how we treated each other. So the big takeaway for me is that the intensifying stage in Knapp's model can happen more than once. Conflict doesn't have to mean the end of a relationship. If both people are willing to talk, listen, and rebuild, the bond could come back even stronger. For me and my best friend, communication was the key. It repaired the damage and gave us a more resilient friendship. Thank you.